Hi Titans, I am Mrs. Wages.
I'm Miss Harless.
And we are missing Mr. Rogers today, but we are your Titan counselors, and we are excited to come to you each week to bring you some tips and tricks to help navigate remote learning in 2020.
Hey guys, it's Miss Harless. This week, for your tips from the counseling office, we thought we would share. We're getting a ton of phone calls from parents about wanting to be in their kids' business. So I played around with my own kids this week trying to figure out how we could set up similar to Parent Portal with PowerSchool, where you get their grades and then have access to that. I've been playing around with how to get that through Canvas, since we're doing grades through Canvas now. And I think I finally figured it out. So I'm going to share that with you guys today. So I've had Miss Choate come in today. Say hi, Miss Choate.
Hi.
So Miss Choate has a student here at CAMS, and she has two twins at the high school. So we're going to be able to show you today how to get multiple students set up on your device, your phone, and get access to their grades. I do want to give this little disclaimer for all the teachers out there who are probably watching this now panicking because grades are still a hot mess in Canvas. We're still trying to get everything set up. So please don't bombard your parents when you do get this access set up, and maybe it looks a little wonky at first. Some of them are still trying to get their Canvas set up to read their grade book. Have some patience with that, but this will give you access so you can see what's going on like you used to have with PowerSchool, and we'll get all that set up for you guys. I am not tech savvy, so I don't know how to do all that fancy screen sharing and all of that. So we're just gonna have our videographer, Miss Angie Salisbury, behind the camera. She's gonna help kind of, we're gonna pause here and have her come around our backs here and just video as I walk Miss Stacy through how to do this through her phone. So let me give you guys, for your assignment today, parents, you're going to need a couple of things before you get started. So you're going to want to pause this and grab a couple of things before you get started. So you're going to need your phone, whatever phone you're going to use to set this up. So you're going to need your phone. You're going to need some kind of separate, so don't do this all through your phone or you're going to get frustrated. You're going to need like a laptop and an iPad, some kind of other device that you can get on your kids' Google account. So you're going to need to have their Google login and get on their Canvas. Okay, so pause for a second, pause this video, grab your phone. You're probably watching this on your phone. Grab some kind of laptop or an iPad or something that you can log in. Go ahead and get logged into their Google and then pull up their Canvas and have that pulled up as well. And that should have you all set up for your lesson for today. Okay, and we'll be right back with you. Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you have your supplies ready. Okay, so Stacy, the first thing that you're gonna do is on your phone, you're gonna pull up in your app store, you're going to go to your app store and you're going to look for Canvas. Okay, and there's gonna be a couple of different apps that pull up and you're gonna look for the Canvas app for parents. So you'll see that there's the Canvas app for students, but you wanna make sure that you find the Canvas app for parents. So it's gonna be this one right here that has the little blue and white. So make sure, parents, that you're not getting the Canvas for students. Now your kiddos can get that one and we can do that one on a separate lesson, but make sure you're getting the one for parents. So you're gonna load that one into your phone. Okay, now Stacy, you're gonna open that up. When that app opens, you're going to click on Find a School. When you do that, all you're gonna do up here in this box is you're gonna type in Mid-Dell Schools or public schools, you might write. So you're gonna click on Mid-Dell Public Schools and this screen will pop up. You wanna make sure that you click on Mid-Dell Parent Observer. Now let's pause right here for a second because I know we'll have several staff people doing that. You wanna make sure you don't click on staff because that's gonna log you in as the teacher, because you're gonna have your teacher log in too if you're a staff member in Mid-Dell. You wanna make sure that you're logging in as the parent so that you can see your kids, because I did this error first and it brought me up as the counselor at Carl Albert Middle School, and we don't wanna do that. So make sure you're clicking on the observer. Okay, when you do that, you're gonna need to set up an account. So this is something you do personally. However you wanna set it up, you're gonna set up an account. So you're gonna create an account. So what Stacy's doing right now, she's just setting up some personal information. It's just going to ask your name and set up an email address. And this is the email address of where your information is going to be sent to. It's going to have a place in there later that you can set up notifications for when, like I set it up when my kids make a grade a certain percentage over, like if I want to know if they make a C or lower on a grade or something. So make sure you're setting up an email that you're checking regularly. If you're a staff member, I made sure and used like a personal email address so that it doesn't get confused with some of your staff emails with Canvas. So maybe make sure that you're using something personal that you can check often, those kind of things. So just some helpful tips for that. So Stacy has set up her own personal information. Make sure you document that somewhere, and her own personal password.
Right. And then I need to know what the student pairing code
Okay,
is.
so that's where we are next. So you've set up all your personal information. Now is when you need to be into Canvas. So you're now where you're gonna get, if you'll look here, and I'm gonna cover up her personal information, it's needing a student pairing code. And this is gonna be unique to each one of your students. So this is where you're gonna go into your students' Canvas. Okay, so Angie, we're gonna be over here, and this is gonna be for her son, Colby. And we have received permission from her to be on this, so just going to make that disclaimer. And you're going to go right here on the screen. This is on the main page, and we're going to go to the account for Colby, okay? When you're on account, you're going to go right here to settings. When you're on settings, you're going to go all the way over here to the right, and it's going to say pair with observer, okay? When you click on that, it's going to give you a code right here. And Stacy, you're going to type that code in exactly how it's written.
Okay.
Make sure that you're doing, if it's lowercase or uppercase, make sure you're putting it in exactly as it's written. Okay, now that should have given her access to just Colby. Okay, and if you'll see there real quickly, we won't want to share all of Colby's grades. She now has access to just Colby's grades, okay? But we want to make sure that she has access to all three of her kiddos. Okay, so right now we have Colby all set up, so we're doing great.
Yay.
So the next step for Stacy is her account still stays set up. So all we're going to do next is we're going to pause and let you guys just take a minute, make sure you have your first kid set up. And if you only have one kiddo in the district, great, you're all set up and ready to go. I'll do another video here in just a second of how to set up some notifications for yourself like I was just mentioning. But we're going to stay with Stacy. We're going to pause for a second. We're going to log out of Colby's Canvas. We're going to log into one of her other kids, Austin's Canvas. So unfortunately, you do have to log out of each one of those kids and get that pairing code for each one of the kids.
When you say log out, you mean log out on the computer?
Yes.
And not the phone?
No, you're going to leave your phone alone for just a second. We're going to go back into the computer. We're going to log out of Canvas, out of Colby, and we're going to log into Austin's. Okay, we'll be right back with you. Okay, so now we're to the part where Stacy's needing to add another kiddo to her access. So the first thing that she's going to do is be back to her phone, and we're going to add a kiddo. So we're going to go up to these three little lines in the top left corner, and we're going to manage students. Right now you'll see that we have Colby here at CAMS already added, which we did in the video previous, and then we're going to go up to this plus sign. And this is where you're going to add a student. Again, it's going to ask you for a pairing code. So now we're back over to Canvas, and we've logged into her next kiddo's Canvas, which we're in Austin's. You're going to go back to the account screen like we did before for Colby. You're going to go to settings. We're going to go to the same place we did before into pair with the observer. Once you click on that, you're going to get the code again. So Stacy, you'll type that in exactly as it says.
It's an invalid pairing code. Oh, that's an S, not a 5. Lord.
Stacy, you're going to log it in exactly as it says. You were just demonstrating for us.
Yeah,
That makes sure you get the code correct.
for sure. Oh, there it
You'll
is.
see there, we have the next kiddo listed. Okay, and then she has one more since she has sweet little twins. So what we're gonna do is do the same thing to add the third kiddo to there. And then she'll be all done, have access to all three kids, and you'll be able just to scroll through there and see each kid. Once she has each kid signed up, let's go back with just 2 because it's the same process to add another kiddo, okay? Once she has that, if you'll see here, we'll go back to her screen. You'll have a drop down where you can look and you'll have all your kids listed across the top. So at any time you can click on each one of the kids and see what's going on with them. Super easy. Kids' grades are there. You can see what's going on. Something new and different I noticed last night is down here at the bottom is a calendar, and it's going to have things that are due for that day. So that can help you keep track of things that are in Canvas. I know that's getting overwhelming, what's due in the classroom, what's due on Canvas. So as teachers are assigning things on Canvas and they need to be due online, this will start showing up here and you can see what's due there. So super cool. I hope this helps you guys get this signed up. Another feature on here, I wanted to do one more thing, is you can inbox your teachers and this will send them to their email. But just remember, this is going to send this to your inbox here through the app. So make sure you're checking that. I think that's all. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email us here in the CAMS counseling office and we'll see if we can get some answers for you. Hope you guys have good luck this week with our tips. Hey guys, one more promised video for you. How to get notifications if you want to know if a grade falls below a certain percentage. So we're in the app here for Stacy. If we go into Colby, let's just go into one of her students. Oh, I would need to go back and show you where I'm at. So we're in Manage Students. And I'm going to just pick one of her kids and we're going to go to Colby. Here is where you can choose where to notify you if a grade falls below a certain percentage or above a certain percentage. If they have an assignment missing, you can click that and it'll notify you. So here's where you can control some of your notifications. Remember, it's going to send it to that email that you set up. So just that's where you find that, in the Manage Students box.